Hi everyone. Today we are going to have a mock interview, that is mock interview 1 on admin. So basically I'm going to start this to guide the people who don't know how to answer, even they know the answer. And sometimes people are very talented but they can't give or they can't satisfy the interviewer by their answer. Sometimes people gives big answer, even interviewer expecting the simple answer. So how we can answer the question and how we can explain and how we can expose our knowledge in front of interviewer for any question in Salesforce. Okay, not only in Salesforce, anywhere. What we have to habituate first thing is you should be confident and you should not think that you are going to say wrong. You should think that you are going to say something what you know. That's it. Don't decide yourself you are saying wrong. And be confident and try to give proper answer always. And don't try to stop yourself that you may give wrong answer and they may reject you. Let them reject. Let them reject you. But be confident. Don't lose your confidence. And give answer always with the same tone. Okay, whenever you give the complex question, then I don't know this, don't do like this. If you don't know, you just say I have no idea. Even to say I have no idea, that is also answer for interviewer. Okay, and be confident to say anything. And you are a person, a human. That's it. You are not a robot to know everything about the technology. You can give answers where you work on, and you can give answer where you have extensive knowledge, and you can give answers where you explored. You can give answers for what you learn, and you can give answers on what you know. That's it. If you get any questions which are not part of your brain at all, then you just say I have no idea and keep learning always. Sometimes people always think that okay, I didn't get a chance to work on this because I didn't get this in project. It is not the answer. When you are growing as a professional, you always need to learn like a student. When you are working in an industry, software industry, you are always a student. You should be like a student to read always day to day new features, upcoming technologies, and you should have that knowledge. And at least you should have focus on where you are working. You should have focus on the platform where you are trying to achieve your milestones. And then you can have the confidence to say something about your technology, to answer anything in the technology. And even you mold yourself to say something about your technology at least for 5 minutes or to 10 minutes about any feature in the technology. Then you don't need to have a separate interview questions, separate interview question, mock interview channels, and you don't need to mug up or you don't need to buy hard the questions. Okay, you habituate to understand the concept and you answer out of your understanding. Okay, don't try to give the same answers and don't try to give a book answer and what you read. You try to give a proper answer which expose that you worked on it or you learned on it. Okay, you may not be excellent, you may not be brilliant, but you are good to give answers because you are learning every day and you know the technology. Okay, sometimes even we know the technology, we can't give answers because we may not have self-confidence. We may feel, oh my god, we may not able to answer. Okay, whatever the interview for any company, any big company, first thing is remove your scare, remove your fear. Go and tell answers confidently and note down always whatever the people are asking. Don't take easy and evaluate yourself. Not only interviewer, when you go for interview, you have to evaluate yourself also where you are, what kind of situation you are facing, what kind of skills you have to increase. These kind of things you have to habituate. Okay, and then you have to habituate to answer also for what kind of answers they are okay, what kind of answers are not good, and how I have to improve myself. Okay, first thing is you mold yourself. No one will come to you and try to mold you. You should have that willingness to mold yourself. You should have that you should have that willingness to mold yourself, to correct yourself, and you should have that mind to accept your mistakes always. Don't think that I know everything. You know something only on the technology. Even innovators of technology also, they don't know everything in the technology because no one person innovate or implement a technology. One person may innovate idea, but for implementing technology, for making it progress, lot of people involved. So please try to utilize this mock interview sessions to make you knowledgeable, okay? But not use to by heart these answers and questions. What kind of questions and whatever the kind of questions interview is going to ask, you have to be ready for everything. Okay, let's start mock interview 1 on it now. Okay, all the best first of all. Okay, please try to understand the concept instead of by hearting questions and answers. Okay, let's go to this. What is an object in Salesforce? That's the first question. Okay, first thing is, what is an object? Thing is, you have to answer in that way. The first answer is object is nothing but a database table, and we have different kind of object. One is standard object and custom object. And interviewer we may ask, what is the necessity of object, custom object, if you have standard object, and what is the best practice? The best practice is you always need to look into the standard object, whether it fulfill your business requirement or not. If it is not fulfilling business requirement, and if it has if it has its own limitations to fulfill your business requirement, then only you have to create a custom object. This is the way you have to answer. You should not prolong your answer. Okay, done. Your answer is done and question is done. Now, can you say something about your master detail relationship? Yes, you should start with a master detail relationship only. You should not say that we have two different kind of master detail relationship. We have two different kind of relationships in Salesforce. One is master detail, another one is lookup relationships. Okay, you should not start like this. You always say that what they ask for. What is master detail relationship now? Master detail relationship is the one kind of relationship, and to create a master detail relationship, there is a data type that is master detail. Okay, and you can create two master detail relationship fields on an object, and we have different behaviors or we have different advantages from the master detail relationship. One is you can create rollup summary fields to aggregate the results of child records, and whenever a parent record is deleted, it deletes the child records also, and you can't create more than two master data relationship fields on an object. And these behaviors you always need to know. Okay, one, you have to create this kind of thing. Whenever you have the situation that whenever you delete a master record, you should clean up your database by deleting the child records. Then you have to take up this. And whenever you have aggregate functions to do easily, then you should have this. And now the next question is, how many rollup summary fields we can create an object? Yes, we can create 25 rollup summary fields on an object. Previously, it was 10 only. That's why whenever you say that, you always go through the few things like guides and interview things. I mean, interview questions. Don't go through that. Go through the Salesforce documentation. Salesforce came up with the gamification, that is trailhead, and you try to understand the concept and you try to follow the release notes always, then you will have this knowledge. Okay, so because they may increase the limitations, they may provide the new features always, you should have the knowledge. Okay, then only you can fulfill your business requirements when you get it. Okay, let's talk about this. How many rollup summary fields we can create on an object? 25. If your business wants to increase your rollup summary fields, is it possible? Yes, it is possible by raising a case. Up to how many rollup summary fields we can create? Even we raise a case with the Salesforce? Yes, you can create or you can raise a case and Salesforce can provide up to 40. That means Salesforce can increase the limits up to 40 rollup summary fields on an object. Okay, and what kind of aggregate functions supported by rollup? Basically, if we talk about aggregate, we always think about count, average, and sum, min, max. But in Salesforce, rollup summary field is useful for aggregating the result of child records, but it never supports average function. It supports sum, count, min, max. Simple. Okay, and what is lookup relationship? Lookup relationship was a kind of relationship between two different objects, and you can have a self relationship on an object also. And you can have lookup relationship with more than two on an object. And whenever you delete a parent record, it never deletes the child record. It just empties the field. It empties the field, that's the parent field, on child object. Simple. This is how you have to answer. Your answer should be dynamic and your answer should represent that you know something about the technology. Simple. Okay, all the best. Let's meet in the markup interview 2. But again, I'm telling you, please utilize the sessions for to make you knowledgeable. Okay, and don't utilize these sessions to by heart the question and answers. Try to know the subject. Try to know what is there and what is behind it and what is the purpose. Then you can easily give the answers better than the answers what I am giving. So focus on subject, focus on technology, focus on new features. You definitely have very good answers from your brain. Okay.